What is going on? Am I giving something away? I don't. I wasn't planning on giving something away. There's a ton of people here, though. BJ's here. Pinel's here. Ken's here. Ken's wife is probably also here because they do date night. they do date night for Mike's Wooden Things and stuff. Amber Carden, I think that's a new name. Todd's here. There's Megan. We got Beckham's here. Marv's here. Shut up, Beckham. I'm not late, am I? It was like almost exactly 5:30, I think. Literally 5:31. Okay. 5:31. I've been later than that. How's everybody doing? Buffington's here. Right on. This. We got the regular crew. We got most of them too. Oh, I'm a poet. Look at that. I'm gonna start with a bevy because I've had a couple of days, man. Is anybody else like trying to crush out Christmas gifts right now? Because that's what I'm doing. And the last few days has just been, my back hurts. I need to get an anti-fatigue mat for in front of my lathe. That's what I need. I had it on my Christmas wish list. And then I realized that there were many other things I wanted more than that. But I think at this point, I'm going to just do that for myself. Your sister has Loot Crate shirts too. That's a Loot Crate shirt. I did Loot Crate for, I want to say 2 years. About 4 years ago, give or take. So I got about 20 Loot Crate shirts. Yeah, I need back when I was bartending, when I was in food and beverage service, they had these really good, like heavy duty, like bar mat things for the bartender to walk around behind the bar on. And I need to get some of those for the shop, at least one for in front of the lathe. Because I got brand new, like really good shoes. And yeah, I need more back support than that. Horse stall mats, Pinel says. Aren't those big though? I need like a 2x4. I guess I could cut it down, but then what am I going to do with the rest of it? Hey, Tony Lopez is here too. Hairdressers have them too. Yeah, I know that, like, what I don't want to do is go get those like play mat things, like the puzzle piece ones that are just like this foam. I need to get like the heavy duty industrial, like rubber dealies. Steel one, Marv says. That's a good idea. I'll just take one. I mean, the bars aren't open right now anyway, so I just like go take a bars mat. Of course, I'd have to then break into the bar, steal the mat. The plan is all falling apart already. How's everybody doing? Oh, I spilled my beer, and it's foaming up all over the place. I tipped it over, and now it's foaming up. Oh, this is terrible. I think you can get ones the same size for a single station at Rockler Woodcraft. Yeah, except if I order from Rockler or Woodcraft, it costs me $100 as soon as it comes over the border, probably. Ordering stuff from the States these days is crazy shipping expensive. Oh, Megan's pumped for the ELM. Yeah, a bunch of jerks this week, man. I put up 3 options to vote on, and everybody picked the biggest, deepest one just to be jerks. I'm pretty sure, because the ELM is not that interesting looking. Like, it's definitely not as interesting as the piece of walnut or the piece of Gary Oak that I had as the other option. But Dylan Partridge, we got new names. Right on. It's Amber. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a huge piece of wood. It's just the deepest of the options. They were all 7 inches across. Yeah, Marv is openly admitting that he did it just to be a jerk. It's okay. It's still, I mean, it's 7 by 4.5-ish. So I still should be able to get through the thing in an hour and a half like these shows normally go. Yeah, Megan, I agree. 2 inches is a little bit shallow, but I mean, it'd make a nice like change dish or something for the entry table beside your door. What did I do with the one from last week? It's sitting over there in a pile of other garbage. I uh I tried to glue the chunk back in that caused the situation, and it just didn't take for some reason. Like it was a clean break. It fit right back in its spot, but when I glued it back in, I took it out of the clamp, and it just like popped right back out. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that bowl. Uh, might chop it up and make like lidded box blanks or something with it, because I don't know. I don't know how to recover it. It wouldn't be that bad if I didn't drill that pilot hole, that depth hole, because I could just make a new recess in the bottom if I didn't drill a depth hole based on that recess that's in that thing. So no big deep caramel popcorn bowl for date night, no shallow change dishes. Okay, fine. Actually, I think however, that next week is going to be shallow change dish, because I'm guessing that this one is going to get the votes next week, depending on what the other options are. But I've got this little guy, and I don't know if you guys can see what's happening in this thing, but there's like some serious like spalt level things happening in this piece of maple. And it's just little too, but it's going to be gorgeous if I don't screw it up. We'll see. Oh, I got another piece of myrtle too. Just for Pinnell. Big myrtle fan. Yeah, got some more blanks. So I realized when I was looking for options to put up for the poll for this week's show that all of the blanks I had left were like 10 and 11 and 12 inches. So I went back to the store and got some smaller stuff, because I can't do an 11-inch bowl on a live show. It's just, Beckham's got a good point. That does look like it's going to disintegrate when I turn it. That'll be fun. I should clean up this beer. Hold on. Oh, okay, and then we'll get to the turning. I just needed a couple of sips and settled in, and we'll give this ELM a try. I did ELM one time on this show already, a bigger one, but the Toba is still Amber's favorite. That was a nice bowl. Well, it still is. It was a nice bowl. It is a nice bowl. Ooh, Tony, you gonna send me a blank of eucalyptus? That sounds fun. I've never done anything with eucalyptus. Getting hit in the face with broken wood doesn't appeal to Ken Jones. Yeah, but you have a mask on, so you don't get hit in the face, you get hit in the mask. And actually, everything that I've had come off the lathe has gone the other direction. It's gone away from me. I don't know if that's just luck so far, but or physics, because everything that I've had come off has gone into the wall behind the lathe. I don't know if that's just how it generally goes, or if I'm just, should I be knocking on wood right now? What's the little round thing inside the square thing behind my head? Okay, hold on. Little round thing inside the square thing. You're gonna have to be more specific. I don't see a little round thing. Oh, my flash symbol? Little round thing inside a square thing behind my head. I got a Green Lantern symbol. Is that what you're talking about? I think that's probably what he's talking about. Higher? I bet I think I'm probably talking about the Green Lantern symbol. What are you talking about, Marv? Makes sense. Oh, okay. He's just delayed. Where you live, are the prices for your blanks reasonable? I don't know. I think so, but I don't know what reasonable means to everybody. The ELM blank that I'm turning tonight, I believe was $13. It was $12.95 maybe. I don't know. It'll say on it. We can check when we get over there. Let's go over there. Let's get turning. All right. We'll start by finding out how much it cost. It was $12.50. So I was close. And so that's a 7 by 4.5 blank of ELM for $12.50. I try to keep my blank purchases somewhere in that range. The big ones that I've got. Oh, my guy just gave me this giant, well, it's not giant, but it's 12 by 2 and a bit swamp ash. When I went down this last time, he just gave me this because he wanted me to try it. So that's the cool thing about my wood guy is that when I go in and buy stuff, he usually just throws in some stuff too. So, but I did also buy like $1,000 lathe from him. So, I mean, yeah, you build up a relationship with people. Yeah, 30 bucks for the piece of swamp ash, but it was free for me. Most of the ones that I buy, I try to keep between 10 and 20 bucks. This acacia was only like 9 bucks, 7 by 2.5. Burl's a little more expensive. It was like 15, 16 bucks, something like that. Better than what you pay? Well, that's unfortunate, I guess. But wood is not cheap. I totally understand. But it also depends on the species too, right? Like, I mean, the walnut is like 15, 16, 17 bucks a board foot. So you get a blank that's the equivalent of 1 board foot. Now you're at 15, 16 bucks already. All right. This is not as big as it looks. You guys are just really close. It is deep. Like it's 4. Let's see what it is. It's 4.5, 4 and a little bit over a half deep, 7 inches across. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get through it. And then we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go simple. I've said this before. I know I've said this before. This week we're going simple, straightforward bowl. Well, we're gonna let it tell us what it wants, but I'm not doing any of the fancy little ridges in it and textures and stuff because I want it to be easy to sand. Because if I remember the last time I did ELM, it was not fun to sand. Freshly sharpened gouge. Don't be too aggressive with it. Yeah, that's what happened last week. Spinner slow for a bit. You guys don't shake too much. I'm not a lunatic, Marv. I'm slightly unstable maybe, but I don't think I'm at the point of lunacy. Get you guys a little better profile on what's going on here. You know what I need? I need a light on this side of the lathe as well. Because it's well lit from that side. It just gets a little shadowy over on this side. Which is kind of where I need to be able to see. I don't know why it's so important for you guys to be able to see better than me. ELM does look pretty cool, though. I will say, I'm not that upset that you guys jerked off, jerked out on me. That's what you did. You didn't do that thing that I almost said. Round yet? All right, I'm round now. Big open pores in ELM. It's kind of oak-like. All right. Now we're going to start letting it tell us what it wants to do. I'm going to start sweeping in that way and then see what the top ends up telling me once I get around the corner. Yeah. I don't know. We'll just keep cutting and see what it turns into. That was a little aggressive. Got a little deep on that one. I'm not hating how this is little whoopity doo. That's what I'm gonna call that. It goes a little whoopity doo. I kind of like this. What how are you guys feeling about this? I got to get rid of some tear out down here, but what do we think about the shape? Looking good? Looking good? Yeah? Oop. Might be a 3-hour show. Better not be a 3-hour show. All right, everybody seems to like what's happening here, so we'll just try to smooth this cut in particular out, because that one was actually pretty nice. And then I think I will leave this little sort of, I mean, it's going to lose some definition when I start sanding it, but I like, okay. This is hot. Why is this so hot? Like I'm almost burning my hand on my bowl gouge. I'm gonna let this cool off because this is actually quite uncomfortable to hold. Why is that getting so hot? Maybe because of my, I'm exuding too much charisma and it's being absorbed by the gouge, maybe. Yeah, thanks, Beckham. I know it's friction, okay? I was just... Oh, we're gonna let that cool off for a minute. I probably, you know what? I probably will do a touch-up sharpening when I get back over there. I'm gonna let it cool off for a second. We'll have a little chit-chat. More details. Shut up, Panel. Nobody cares about what your opinion is. Actually, people probably do. Yeah, it could be the beard. Megan's right. I think it's the beard that is making the tool hot. I seriously almost burned my finger. More jokes about the shaft. Yeah. Family show, Chris. I guess. I don't know. Oh, that's not going too badly. It's not a super hard wood to turn, but it it is it's heating up my gouge real good. Not a big fan of that. This week I'm back to the Sleeman original draft. It's my default fallback one when I can't decide what else to get. Light and refreshing and not complicated. Sometimes you just want something that is going to do what you need it to do, and you don't need to overcomplicate things. I'm gonna do a quick touch-up sharpening on the gouge and see if that helps. But I sharpened it right before I turned this on, so yeah, it is what it is. What's everybody making people for Christmas? I can't actually say what I'm making people for Christmas because sometimes some of the people that I may or may not be making things for watch this show. But what's everybody else making? BJ's making a cutting board. Sheldon's probably making snowman. Sheldon and his snowman. Actually, Sheldon sent me a picture a couple of days ago, yesterday. about he's trying out that new desktop CNC cheapy Amazon purchase, and he's trying. He actually, one of the test pieces he did was my logo, the logo for the channel, and I was like, and he sent it to me. He's like, I hope you don't mind, but I'm using this for practice. I was like, dude, that's fantastic. I love being parts of people's enthusiasm for this. I'm not making everyone a gnome. No, I'm not. What? Oh, BJ, what'd you do? What'd you do? Oh, he cut his finger on the bandsaw. I touched my bandsaw. I know how much that sucks. Hope everything. I hope you didn't get it too bad. Mr. Nine Digit. Oh, did you seriously? Did you lose a finger? King B made a rolling pin and some pens. Shouldn't have joked about 9 fingers. Really, dude? Dylan Partridge learning to make things with a 3D printer. Yeah, that's a step that I don't want to take, because that's a rabbit hole that I don't have time for. I love that other people like doing that kind of stuff, but I don't know. Oh, just the tip. That sucks, man. I touched it fast, and apparently I'm a ninja, and I got it out of there, and it just got through to like the fingernail on the side, so it was only. I have enough trouble. Pinnell has enough trouble with his 2D printer, let alone 3D. Yeah. Oh, that. Eesh. Yeah, mine wasn't so bad. I drove myself to the hospital, and they basically said we can't stitch it back together because too much was missing. So they just like squidged a bunch of like medical epoxy in it basically, and sent me on my way. But yeah, it's scary. Touching a bandsaw blade is scary. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you lost part of your finger, but hopefully it doesn't keep you off the saddle for too long. Because I know when my lathe hurt me, I didn't spin it up again for over a year. I don't think. So, yeah. Attaboy. Already back at it. Good stuff. Mountain View Turning. It's another new name. Hope Mountain View Turning isn't actually good at turning, because I'm not, and he's going to make fun of me. Not that the rest of you don't have enough fun making fun of me. I mean, it feels like kind of what this show is about most weeks. Is like I do stuff, and then everybody makes fun of me. Let's go. Let's get back to it. Love the gnome video. Yeah, the gnome video went out today. Oh, there's Sheldon now. We were just talking about you. Let's see what's going on with the ELM. Yeah, I was telling him about the picture that you sent me of you trying your CNC with my logo, and how happy that made me. Mountain View Turning. Alberta? Mountain View? Probably. I don't know. There's mountains in BC too. Maybe he's a BC boy. Or girl. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, Sheldon says it was the wrong bit and a crappy piece of scrap. I mean, it's learning curve. We've talked about that before, my man. think I might have been actually a little bit dull, because that was better. Okay. They're not super great cuts, but I think I can get through that. So let's put a recess in the bottom and we'll sand it, flip it around. I think we're behind the schedule tonight. Somebody said something about how this tonight's might go a little bit longer than some, and I think they may be correct. But I don't have a butter chicken delivery happening this week. It's not going to be 3 hours, Amber. Settle down. Maybe 2. I'm not negotiating. It's 2.5, she says. No. You know what? It'll take as long as it takes. That's what I'm going to guarantee. Tonight's show will go as long as it takes. ELM is an interesting wood. It's very oak-like, but it cuts nicer than oak. Not that I've cut a ton of oak, but All right, time to get loud. This is your 15-second warning to get your finger near the volume button. I'm going to see if I can't start at 150 here. Yes, BJ's, thank you. I'll go see if my heat's off. See, people know by now. Oh, hey, look at that. I remembered. It was already off. Look at me. Like I've been here before. Oh, ta-da! It's a bowl-shaped thing. get some oil on it. It's not, ELM is not a disgusting looking wood. Come on in for the good part. Whoop, don't fall over. You guys drunk? Why are people yelling? All right, somebody tell me what you guys were yelling about. Did I screw something up? You're yelling about wax? Why? Because last week, part of the problem was that I waxed it before I flipped it around. That's only a problem if... I don't remember why that was a problem last week. Why was that a problem last week? I remember it affecting the fact that I now could not fix the thing after I screwed it up. I don't remember why. Honestly, I think the main problem was the depth hole that I did last week. All right, we'll flip it around, and then we'll take a break, and then we will hog out the inside. Yeah, that was the problem. I did drill a freaking hole in it, which might have been a good idea if I didn't screw it up. So I'm not going to drill a hole in this one, if that's okay with everybody. All right. It's all right, eh? It's all right so far. No hole this week. I like the concept of drilling a depth hole to give myself a guide to know where I can get to, but I didn't like how that worked out last time, so I'm not gonna do that this time. I have not drank a whole beer, but I'm at the bottom of my first beer because I spilled like a third of it onto the workbench. Also, should not have to remind people that wood turning is not a thing that you should do inebriated. But a beer to chillax once in a while I don't have anything against that. Sheldon, that I was going to address this at some point. I would like to burn my logo into the bottom of my bowls, but I bought the 2-inch head for my branding iron, and if I drill out a recess, or if I hog out a recess big enough to get the outside corners of my 2-inch by 2-inch head into the recess to brand my logo on it, it's not an ideal size for the chuck jaws. They lose some grip once they get out that far. So I'm going to be ordering a new, smaller logo branding head. I could grind the corners off the... Nah, I'm just going to order... I need a smaller one for smaller things anyway. 2-inch logo doesn't work on everything. But I didn't know when I ordered my branding iron how big a brand I wanted to put on stuff. So I ordered the biggest one I could get for the lowest cost. And now I need a smaller one. It's not that big a deal. I think it's about $125 for another branding iron head. So I'll just get a second one. And then I can do smaller things without having them overwhelmed by a logo. No, my beer is not full of sawdust. Well, maybe it is. I don't notice. We'll wait. Send it to, yes, there we go. We'll send it to Sheldon. He can see my logo in the bottom of the bowl and then send it back to me. This sounds like an economically efficient way to do this. I think the $125 for the new branding iron head would probably be like 2 bowls shipped back and forth across the country worth of shipping. So that's not a terrible idea. You could CNC me little mini logo like discs, and then I could just Forstner bit like a 1-inch disc. I could just 1-inch Forstner bit in there and then pop a little CNC'd logo disc into the bottom of stuff. That'd be cool. I think that'd be more of a job for a laser than a CNC router, though. I don't know, maybe. Now we're just off the rails. What are we even talking about? Let's go back in the chat and see. Oh, yeah, I should tighten both of the things, even though I don't think that actually does anything. Beckham yelling at me. Don't yell at me, Beckham. All right. Didn't look like I missed too much. Guy on YouTube does that with discs on his logo. Actually, my friend Chris Zumkeller does that as well. He has a... I'm kidding, Beckham. He has a branding iron with his logo on it, and he brands little discs and then recesses out a hole to put so that it's a contrasting disc in a lot of his stuff. But the problem with that is that you have to be really exact with how deep you recess that thing, because it has to be the exact depth of the thing you're inserting into it, because you can't sand it flush because you've got your logo in it. All right, what are we at for time? An hour? That's okay. We've got it flipped around. We're ready to go with the inside. It's a pretty deep bowl. I'm not sure I've ever done 4.5-inch deep bowl. This might be the deepest. No, that's not true. The yellow cedar walnut thing that I actually succeeded at. What was the video called? It was like something about like, was it me, the tools, or the lathe? Something like that. And I threw one of the blanks up on the brand. That was the first bowl I did on this lathe. It was one of those. Am I going to hollow to the contour? That's a really good question. We don't know yet, do we? We're not sure whether I'm going to hollow to the contour. It's not a huge contour, so yeah, there's a lot of innuendos in woodworking. Let us see how this goes. All right. Glad we're all mature adults here. Yeah. Where is my brush? There it is. I can already tell you we're going to do this in two goes, because I'm only going to get about an inch and a half deep into this thing before I start getting impatient. All right, where are we at? Where is my thing? There it is. We can go. Holy crap! We can go damn near 4 whole inches down into this thing. That's some more innuendo. And we are about at 1.5 inches. Isn't that where I said I was going to start getting impatient? I'm going to stop a little bit before 4. But not a ton. Man, you guys suck. Pick the 4.5 inch deep thing. Pick the skinny one next time. Okay, I feel myself pushing, so let's take a we're at 2 inches. So let's have a sit. We're halfway deep. We're coming along okay. It's going smoothly. Let's not yeah. All right, what am I missing? Hey, Chili Man's here. Hey, shut up, Marv. All right, back at the mature adults. Looks like there's a knot in there. I think there is a little bit of a sort of a pin knot in there, but I don't think it should affect things too much. Hey, Chili Man, Merry Christmas to you as well, my man. I appreciate you popping in and consistently popping in as well. He's up. Kaboom! Yeah. Marv, you don't get to say anything. You were the one encouraging deeper cuts, okay? It's the deep cuts that make things explode. That's right, Megan bought the extra large bottle of wine for date night tonight. So I had to do the deep bowl. What do you mean what happened? I'm just chilling out. I didn't want to push too hard and get impatient and wreck something. So I appreciate it, Chili. You see the gnomes today? That was pretty fun. I had a fun time editing that one, picking out royalty-free Christmas music and stuff to go with it. Not deep cuts, just deep bowls. Yeah. I don't have a ton. I think that's the deepest blank I have, other than the yellow cedar walnut things. Where's my snowman? See, I told you guys he was going to mention the snowman when he showed up. Do I still do markets? Well, not this year. Actually, that's not true. I did one in the summer that was like a socially distanced market at the gallery that I show at. Beginning of August. But yeah, I didn't. There's no Christmas markets this year, so that was a big hit in the revenue column. But thankfully, the lack of markets in the revenue column was made up for by this coffee table commission. So I forget about COVID. We all try to. I mean, there's times where I'm like, I'll go someplace and I'll be like, why isn't this place busy? Like, where is everybody? Oh, right. Yeah. Or like I'll like introduce myself to people and I still put my hand out like I'm gonna shake their hand, and then I realize like, what are you, as it's going out, I'm like, what are you doing, idiot? Yeah, that's right, Pinnell. I replaced my my Christmas market revenue with YouTube money. That's hilarious. Dylan made crappy golf tees on your homemade lathe? Well, there's nothing wrong with a crappy golf tee. All it's got to do is hold the golf ball off the ground. Did you say homemade lathe? You made a lathe? Man, that's okay. You're more, what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't know. More that than me, though. Oh, a 3D printer and a drill. Nice. That's cool. I've seen drill powered like mini like benchtop lathes and stuff. If you can spin something this way, you can cut it this way. That's a lathe as far as I'm concerned. I did a lot of work on my crappy benchtop lathe, but I needed to go bigger. You're going to shake people's hands and they stick their elbow at you. We're doing fist bumps, but we're not doing handshakes. Is the Laguna still a good purchase? Absolutely. I am still very happy that that's the choice that I made. I mean, it's almost unfair for me to like recommend it because I don't have like a plethora of lathe experience to be choosing from, but I'm stoked that that's the decision I made. I'm sure I would not have been upset if I would have gone with the Rikon, but it was too close in price to the Laguna, and the Laguna has the outboard turning capacity. So I couldn't really make that choice. There are 19 people here. Are we going to break 20? We break 20 this week. I think 18 was my record, and that was last week. We could get 20 people watching this thing. Almost bought the King lathe the other day. I would venture to say, based on what I've seen about what's going on with King Industrial and Rikon and Q-Tech and a lot of companies, I bet that King Industrial lathe is probably just a different paint job on the Rikon. Because that's what my jointer is. I'm sure it is. Imagine the profits from 20 viewers. That's right. I'm gonna make like $1. It's all good. I'm not doing this for money. Dozens of cents. That's right. Dozens of cents. That's not true. I shouldn't say I'm not doing this for money. I am doing this for money. Like the money actually helps encourage me to like keep at it and stuff. But it's not like this is my job. If I had to try to pay the bills doing this, I would not enjoy it anymore. I don't think. Like at this point, I'd be struggling so hard to make enough money to pay my half of the mortgage and all that stuff that I don't think it would be fun. And I think that would come through for people that I am not enjoying this. I'm just doing this for money. Give me those views, hit the like button, you know. Mason Dillon, that's another new name. We need one new name and then we can hit 20 people. And we're at an hour 14, so let's get back to hogging out the inside of this thing. I'd rather watch me than John Malecki? Yeah, I don't care for John Malecki. He's okay, but where's my? Oh, I actually hung it back up. That's weird. All right, what did I say? I've got 2 inches. Got 2 more to go. I might have to back you guys up so that I can sweep past you. Can I sweep past you there? Got a little grabby. Here's that knot that somebody was talking about. Hopefully that doesn't do anything bad to me. Oh, I'm up at full speed. Look out! Man, I'm a long ways in there. I'm not used to being that far inside the hole. Where's my... 2 3/4. Getting a little warm again. Just about 3 inches in there. All right. Let's get to depth, and then we can worry about the walls. We're over 3. You guys pick the shallow one next week. I swear to God. Three and a half. Oh. Next week, you guys pick the shallow one. I'm gonna quit. Nope. Feeling pushy again. This is a 3-session inside. Because getting impatient again. I'm in no hurry. I don't have butter chicken getting delivered this week. I would buy something from you, but the postage would be killer. Yep, it's true. It's absolutely true. Need popcorn watching this. Yeah, you guys are pretty convinced that this is a popcorn bowl. You feel like you're getting hit with shavings? That's cool. I love that when I'm watching a video and the shavings are coming right at me. That's great. Hey, we are at 20. But yeah, David did buy something. The only killer is how backed up that you still don't have. Oh yeah, I guess when I posted that, they said like we can't guarantee this by Christmas, but it'll be close. So I had butter chicken within the last week because of me. That's great. Hey, butter chicken's great. Mark sent screenshots of it getting to 22. That's awesome. One day I'll have thousands of people watching this nonsense. I absolutely do not want thousands of people watching this nonsense. Because as soon as you get past a certain threshold, like a percentage of them turn into jerks. And you guys are all cool. Don't get greedy. Yeah, I'm not getting greedy. Scott Tagui. I'm gonna say that's Tag. That's probably just Tag. New name though. Love it. Love the gnome. Tonight I'm turning ELM. Because all these jerks on my Facebook page I put up a post every week to vote on what I'm going to turn during the live show. And everybody picked the deepest one just to be jerks. When I become famous, don't forget about us. Oh, if I become famous, I'm going to forget about all you. Nah, I don't want to be YouTube famous. I would like to make it like a decent income from it. I don't want to be YouTube famous. Like I certainly don't want to go to like conferences and stuff. That'd be weird. Oh, we can turn into jerks so you feel like a big timer. You're already a jerk, Pinnell. The Bob Ross of wood turning? That sounds awesome. I'll take that moniker. Except I don't think I'm as like soothing. I don't know, did anybody else just like feel like you could probably still to this day like fall asleep to Bob Ross? Just like talking you through the happy little trees and the puffy clouds and the... Do you feel pressure when doing this live? I guess. I think it's a good kind of pressure. I was telling somebody a while ago that I think the starting these live turning shows every week not only forced me to get on the lathe at least once a week and then improve that way, but the added pressure of doing it live in front of people, I think forced me to improve faster as well, because I didn't want to explode stuff and look like an idiot. But I mean, I don't mind looking like an idiot when I am an idiot. Like when I do stuff wrong, I should be punished for it. But yeah, it was. I think it's also like the participation and stuff of the audience and the engagement that you guys that we have together and stuff kind of takes the pressure off. Like it's not like I'm trying to teach you guys. If I was trying to teach people how to turn a bowl, first of all, you should not be trying to learn how to turn a bowl from this guy. And second of all, like if I was trying to be like Mr. Teachy Pants or whatever, like I think that would be pressure, because then I'd feel responsible for, I don't know. Happy little popcorn bowls. Yeah. And that's true. The hair is on Bob Ross is up here and not down here. When is the table build video coming out? I would guess, I'm assuming you're talking about the coffee table. I would say probably mid-January, because I need 2 days of being off work and it not raining so that I can actually get it finished, because I need to part things out into different areas, and part of that is the driveway. So I'm hoping he wants it by the 1st of January. So I'm hoping between now and the 1st of January, I get 2 days off that are not raining so that I can get it finished and delivered. And then I have to make the video of it. So mid-January is probably a approximate, relatively close to approximately when it's going to come out. Yeah, Pinnell comes for the educational content. That's I hope you're learning something. You're not learning to not be a jerk. It sounds like I need sick days. I think I might have still a couple more sick days that I could use by the end of the year. I've never been one to do that though. All right. I'm relaxed enough again. Let's go get this inside finished. We're at an hour and a half now. So yeah, we're probably looking at, we're going to be pushing 2 hours tonight. But it is what it is. We'll get this thing. Oh, Chili's out. Later, man. Leave the TV on so I can still get the views. Yeah, I need that watch time. Or whatever. There we go. Oh, BJ's going too. Dylan's going too. I'm gonna lose all my numbers. I'm not that upset. Really, I'm not. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate when people stop by and engage and have a good time with this, because it makes it worth doing. Stay for as long as you can. Leave whenever you want. I'm gonna finish this bolt. No, the sander is not gonna fit in there. I'm gonna have to use just the drill. God, that feels deep. I can't even get the post of my tool rest any closer to the rim of this bowl to get any deeper in there. All right, let's do this. All right, we're getting close. I think I am probably about maybe 3/8 from being as deep as I want to go. So I'm going to start thinning out the walls a little bit. Oh. Oh, sorry about that. I need to find a better place for you guys so that I have access. Let's find out what happened. Okay, we're still okay. That was weird. That was weird. Oh. Loud noises. Okay, my peeps, I think we might be leaving the walls of this one a little bit thicker than some. Because I'm having trouble getting the in and around. So we'll do some scraping. Bring you guys back in maybe. It's a lot of shavings all over the place here. Oh, it's going good. Oh, you guys tilted off here. It is going good. Well, it's going well. Having trouble with some tripod action here. And I'm having trouble showing you what's happening inside the bowl because it's too damn deep. Because you guys are jerks and you picked the deep one. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not tonight. Loud noises. Man, you guys are right. This is going to hold a lot of popcorn. I'm as deep as I want to risk. I'm almost as thin as I want to risk too, actually. I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to see if I can follow that curve a little bit more and get a little bit of an undercut in there. But I think I might be close to finishing this one up. Loud noises. Okay. I'm gonna sand up the inside and we're gonna call this, because I'm as deep as I want to risk and I'm as thin as I want to risk, and I've taken as long as I want to take. Because if I just keep going at this, I know that I'm gonna end up wrecking. We're gonna start down at 80 grit as soon as I find my sandpaper. Oh, nope. We're gonna sit again because I can hear the impatience in my voice. Welcome to an hour 41 and counting. Oh, okay. Life. I don't know if you know this, but the deeper you go in a bowl, the more mess it makes all over the place. Because you're removing more stuff, and that stuff comes out and goes everywhere. Like I felt it going down the back of my shirt. I think it's I think if I get it sanded up, it'll be a nice little dish. I might have popcorn out of it. Or maybe I sell it. Maybe it goes up on the Etsy store. Or maybe I'd sell it direct to somebody who wants it. You guys can always send me messages saying you want the thing that I made. And then we can avoid the Etsy fees. Not that they're out like huge fees, but you know, it's a percentage. Beckham bought a thing. It's a direct message, and he custom ordered another thing that I am going to do tomorrow for him. So yeah, you just fire me an email if you ever want the thing that I made, or unless I say like, okay, I am making this thing for my mom or for a gift for somebody or whatever. But all the stuff that I make on the show, unless I say that it isn't, is available for sale. Wife's yarn bowl, for example. That's a thing that's not for sale when I end up doing it. Ooh, maybe this is the wife's yarn bowl. Could this be wife's yarn bowl? I think you might be able to get a ball of yarn in that thing, right? She's upstairs. Maybe I figured a way to put a little curly Q in it, and maybe it's wife's yarn bowl. I'll let you guys know next week. Because wife already got like a pretty good haul of gifts. I can get one more. Oh. Next week is Boxing Day? Is it the 26th? What's the date? It's the 19th. So 7 days is 26. So yeah, I'll do a show on Boxing Day. but I'm doing a skinny one. I'm doing like a 2 or a 2.5 inch dealie. Maybe I'll do a couple things. Look at this. I got a 3-pack of these little spalted maple, sort of let's see, 5-inch by 5x2s. I got 3 of those. Maybe I do 3 little change dishes or something for one show one night. I don't know. I got this myrtle. Could do the walnut. It's a good point, Megan. Could do the walnut next week. Let's just do a little one. We'll do a short little show on Boxing Day. And maybe I'll give something away as a Christmas gift. All right, walnut seems to be the consensus. We'll do the 7x2 walnut next week. Limiting wine consumption. Maybe I could glue those 3 together and do a vase, but I think I'd rather have 3 little. I think I want some dip dishes, like for chips and dip. The hot glue. We could bring out the hot glue again and try the hot glue. I don't know. I'm a little hesitant to try the hot glue again. That worked out poorly. But it's first try at anything usually. Well, not usually, but often works out badly. Wrecked that piece of Espave good though. Let's sand it. Let's sand it. Loud noises. It could still come off. last one. All right, 400. Went up to 400 tonight. Let's finish this. We at 2 hours yet? Oh, we're 4 minutes away from a 2-hour show. Dust out of that little knot. I kind of like that little inclusion there. I am going to roll over this rim just slightly with some sandpaper. Might as well just do it with the 400 that we stopped at. Break that edge just a little bit. Outside needs another coat now too. Let's give it a quick scuff with the 400. Woo! That was a show, man. That was a show. Let's get some finish in there. Yeah, that would hold a fair bit of popcorn. Drive it in nice and deep. Heat it up. Get some friction going. Oh. Go have some dinner. Take a muscle relaxer from the back. Okay, that's a pretty nice bowl. That's all right. I wish I could get the light in there deeper for you guys. Whew. Let's let that soak in. Don't come off, don't come off, don't come off, don't come off. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Megan. It did, it was touch and go there for a little bit. I wasn't sure once I started getting in and trying to get that bottom corner real deep, and it wasn't liking it. And then I caught, and I was a little bit concerned for a little while, but it's a bowl. It will hold things. King B asks, is Howard food safe? This is a hard thing. The amount of contact, the amount of finish, any kind of finish that's going to actually get onto or into your food after it's cured. Well, I mean, there's a school of thought that says once a finish is cured, everything's food safe. Even if that's not the case, the amount of cured finish that's going to come off of a wooden product and get onto your food and then get into your system, I don't care really about food safe finishes, because like a diesel truck drives by you while you're walking up the street and you're getting more from the exhaust of that thing than the amount of finish that's going to get into your food. And literally that Howard's Feed and Wax is orange oil, beeswax, carnauba wax, and like a solvent to keep it fluid, which is going to flash off as it cures, so you can't see. Technically, I don't, Howard's, the company, would have FDA approval for it to be food safe or not. I honestly, I don't care. Could put the lathe in reverse and come at the wall from the other. Yeah, that's a good point. I could. I've never turned on that side of a bowl. That's not true. I have touched up a few things over there. Maybe I'll give that a go one time. If I ever do another deep one that I need to make that swoop, I might go reverse and try the other side of it. But that would feel weird after always doing down the same side of a bowl to suddenly be going down the other side of a bowl. I think there would be like a mental, you'd have to get your head wrapped around that. Thank you, everybody, on the congratulations for the bowl. Not sure how much use the vacuum at those ain't. It's a good point. With the drill, I need some kind of like articulating arm clamp something for over there to like be able to move the vacuum hose and then keep it where I leave it. I need something like that for the camera too. I need to rig up some kind of new situation over there if I'm going to be doing a weekly turning show every week for next year, and see if I can figure out some kind of new system for both dust collection and filming over there. Wouldn't that unscrew the chuck? I don't know. It's something to think about though. If you're turning on the outside, on the other side of the reverse, the thing, would the chuck want to come? I'm gonna do some research before I decide to try this. I'm gonna do a little bit of research, because that's a good point, Ken Jones. I don't want to have the whole chuck come off the lathe because I'm putting resistance on the back side and it wants to unscrew itself. That's a good point. Thank you, Ken Jones, for not letting me just go ahead on that. I'm going to send a message to somebody who knows more about turning than I do. Wasn't there a guy whose name was like Wood Turner or something who was here? Let's ask that guy. Is it like Mountain View Wood Turning or something? Is he still here? Let's ask him. Old desk lamp arm. Yeah, maybe. The camera so that we have a shop vac view. Yeah, you guys could have like a POV of the shop vac sucking the dust up. That'd be riveting. No, I want to get some kind of new system for filming so that I can shoot from above as well as from different angles. Some kind of. Do you guys watch Adam Savage? He's got some work lamps on his bench that are made out of some kind of bendable, formable thing. And I think he's got an instructional on how he makes those. And I think I could rig up something using that system. But I don't know. A GoPro on the end of the chisel is an interesting idea. I don't think that footage would work well. Dollarama had phone holders with bendy arms and clamps. Well, you guys are on a GorillaPod right now. If you know what a GorillaPod is, it's essentially what I need. I need a bigger one of those to have over there for things. Production values on this show are going to go through the roof. Yeah, that's a good point. And then I'll get YouTube famous. Once the production value of this show goes up. Oh, I don't want to put that much effort in, honestly. I just want something better that holds a camera and a hose. Dozens of cents. That's right. Pinnell knows. He's got it. Yeah, I certainly make more. I make more money from this channel by selling things to people who watch the things and then go to the Etsy store or contact me or whatever than I do from the actual like ad revenue on the channel. But that's why I started the channel in the first place, was because I wanted to make videos of stuff that I was going to be selling so that people could like see how it was made, and it would be sort of like, you know, an added value. Like, oh, do you want to see a video of the guy who made this cutting board while he makes the cutting board? That kind of thing. And I wanted to have it like going on a screen at my market booths so that people could watch the stuff that they're looking at be made. To kind of bring people into the booth and that kind of thing. So, I mean, the idea of the YouTube channel all along has been to like, as a marketing tool for my stuff. But then it like became more about the community of people that I was meeting and like, and talking to people and inspiring people. And like, it turned into a lot more than just like, help me sell my things. Right? Because if it was all about helping me sell my things, it would not be worth the time investment that I'm doing, that I'm making in this channel. I think it's fun. Still love last week's broken bowl. You can buy the broken bowl, Megan. I'll sell it to you cheap. Just send me the shipping cost on it and I'll put it in a box. No, I still might be able to recover that somehow. I just have not figured it out yet. Let's get one more coat of finish buffed into this ELM bowl, and then we'll call it at about 2 hours and 15 minutes or so. Much less than the 4 that somebody said it was going to be. And then tried to negotiate. I should be wearing a face shield, and I am not. So I'm going to keep my hand in front of my face, because it's unlikely but still possible that this comes off. But I'm a ninja. Remember the bandsaw situation? Where I touched the bandsaw and I got my finger out of the way and it just barely cut my finger? So I'm pretty sure that I could just like ninja out of the way of the bowl if it comes off. Done deal. Okay. Skinny one next week, everybody. Shallow guy next week. Or multiple little things or something. That's deep. That goes a long ways in there. There we go. And it's an interesting shape. I'm pleased with what we decided on there. That's cool. Grain pattern going through there. I might have some blue paper towel fuzz in there. But I can just I can get that out. There we go. ELM 4.5 by 7. What did it actually end up at? I'm gonna say I had it pretty centered on there. Oh, where's my tape measure? Oh, this is close enough. I want to say I took off maybe 3/8. So I'm gonna say it's over 6.5 wide. Yep, 6 3/4 wide by still 4.5 tall, with an inside at whatever we got deep there, 3 3 3/4. Yeah. There you go, jerks. So there. Took me 2 hours to do it, but ELM. Come on back next week when we do something easy and skinny and not very deep. All right. Whoop. You guys are tippy again. All right. Quit jacking around until it's off the lathe. Sorry for wrecking for twinging your anxiety there, Marv, but I'm a ninja, so I would have just dodged it. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Merry Christmas. I won't see you between now and Christmas because it's next Friday, but I will see you next day after Christmas, which is Boxing Day for those of you who, I don't know, do other places do Boxing Day, or is that a Canadian thing? It's not like Boxing Day is going to really mean anything this year because I don't think everybody's going to be flooding the malls. But all right, that's it for this one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Thanks for coming. See you next week. I'm gonna go have some tacos. Pretty sure we're having tacos. Later.